Right, let's see if we can't follow the paths around a bit. Maybe that way we can
Dramatic.
figure something out.
Pause.
So what's down here? Anything exciting? A couple of alternate routes. This one feels more alternate than the other. An effigy shield. Fair enough. Don't know what we'll do with that. Now, what's over this way? Another little ramp down. Another big bone boy. Fucking hell. That came out of nowhere. Yeah, we'll take out that guy first this time. And there we go. Not a lot down here, except more paths by the look of it. Let's see. Try bonfire. I'd love to. There it is.
Brilliant.
We found the second bonfire. Thank you, message. So, let's get it up to 20, because we're going to need the Estus to beat this Nito fight, probably. Fandabby doozy. We've got 20 Estus to take on the rest of the tomb. Now we just need to find quick ways to get about the place. Come on, big lad. Nice try. So we can't really do anything over here, although we can drop down there, yeah. And then tough enemy ahead, you say. Loose ahead. It's a white chunk. Meh. Another of you bastards. Multiples of you by the look of it. So we'll draw you back over here. We'll bop you till you're dead. And then we'll see what we can do about your mate if we have to. Although we can just sneak down and around there, maybe. Down and around there. And there's the ladder. Good. Right, we're beginning to get some sort of grasp on where we're supposed to be going down here. This is excellent. But now we've got to work out how to efficiently do this part of the boss run. Be wary of Dark Wraith, you say? Oh shit, son, it's Paladin Leroy. Look at that weapon. Bye, Paladin Leroy. So, we've got the old rumour pinwheels. There's probably quick routes through it. Oh god, yeah, we've got to get across this bridge first. So we'll just be a bit more speedy about it if we can. You can bugger off. And then we'll just scuttle through the gap. Spiffing. But now we need to find a way down here. So we'll go down here. That's an easy kill, so we take it where we can. chill out for a minute while we try and work out where we are and where we need to be. And up we go. Yep. Yeah, these pinwheels aren't so bad if you can get in their face. And let's have a look. Thought I saw an item, but sod it. Death to pinwheels. Now, is Nito going to hit us with that dagger up the arse again? Ah, chunk. Fine. What's the point, Skelly? I suppose one of the points of those Skelly bums is that you can... Ooh. Let's have a look at this amazing item first. Oh, it's a white slab. So yeah, you'd really want that if you're going for a faith build of some sort. But yeah, the main point of these Skelly bums really is that they spawn infinitely and they can drop humanity. So they can be a humanity farm for you if you wish. And if you're happy collecting 120 souls at a time, you can use them as an infinite soul farm as well. So I'm thinking this time we move, then we Estus. We'll wait until Nito's hit us once, or tried to hit us once up the bum with his big dagger, then we can heal. Or maybe we'll get away with it. Oh, we haven't got a pyromancy glove on. Guess we're not using power within this run. Although, I mean, this is risky as all hell. But we did it. Piss off, Skelly bums. I'm trying to apply pyromancies. Oh, Jesus Christ. We need an Estus and we need it now. And then we need to roll because he's got another... Ah, it comes after the sound by the look of it. Ah, and just running is not enough. Oh my god, I'm toxic. Is that what that does? Oh, this fight is 15 kinds of wrong. Right.
Are we boned?
Yeah, we're boned. Although Nito himself isn't amazing. Run away. Another quick sup. Back we go. Ah, yeah, I keep missing the timing on that dodge whenever it's supposed to be. And yeah, between the toxic and the power within, that wasn't happening. Oops. So yeah, I used power within on my way to the boss room by accident, like a knob. Let's see if we can't get our sup off early. Good. Now, we don't always have to deal with all these skeletons because if you're good, you can bring along a divine weapon. And that divine weapon will allow you to permakill these skeletons in this fight. But we haven't got that available to us, so is he going to do his big area attack? He is, probably. Oh god, it got us anyway. But it allowed us time to do that. Staying in close seems to be working though. Because it's allowing us to hit the skeletons, it's allowing us to hit Nito, and it's stopping him doing his horrible attack. Although he's done something there. Don't know what. Can we drink? Ah, we just got caught up and camera fucked basically that time. Nearly got him. That was inches away. What the fucking hell is happening here? I'm not quite sure what happened there. That just all went a bit tits up very quickly. Right, let's do this, Neats. Right, can we get a sip off? We can. And then we can get some swings off as well. And down goes Nito. Down goes Nito. Thank goodness for that.
Victory!
Let's just quickly run away because I'm not sure what his skelly bums are going to do about things. Are they going to go down too? Fantastic. And we got a Lord Soul. Oh yes. So that's 2 of the 4 parts of the Lord Soul. We've still got Lost Izalith to go. And we've still got the Duke's Archive. So we've cleared out the areas that we'd kind of already explored a little bit. And now we're more or less going to new shit beyond this point. So, first things first, let's see if we can work on that goal of getting our strength back up to 50. So we can start using that Dragon King axe maybe. Because that would be just beautiful. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We've got only a few levels to go until we can possibly use the Dragon King Great Axe in one hand, so we might want to get some upgrade materials for it. So that's today's goal, is just get a whole bunch of dragon scales, and the first place we're going to start is back at the old asylum. So we just need to deal with these 4 torchy boys, and then we're good to go. Now there's a spot here in the asylum where we can stand. There it is, there's a little nest.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
Okay. So yeah, this is the nest of Snuggly the Crow. If you drop warm and soft things in the nest, you might get rewards for your troubles. So let's take a look and see how that works. So we find something in our inventory which Snuggly will accept. Egg vermifuge, that'll do. And then we drop one on the floor. And then we simply log out and log back in. And upon logging back in, we find that our item has changed. And we got ourselves a dragon scale. Now there's a couple of other items we can do this with right now based on what I've got. So I'm going to drop a few more things off here and just gather a bunch of Twinkling Titanite as well, because that will also come in handy. And then we will be back shortly. Excellent, so we've got like 4 Twinkling Titanite and a chunk, as well as that dragon scale. That's going to come in handy. And now we can move on to our next location. It's our dear friend Andre.
Well, hello. You need any?
Yeah, let's just see if we can't get our shield up a bit more. How much is that going to cost? 2,000, that's alright. Black Knight shield, +5, lovely. And whilst we're here, arrows, precious arrows. Standard, large or wooden. 261. That'll keep us going for a bit. And here we are in the valley once more. Let's finally pick up this item that we could have found earlier, I guess, maybe? I don't remember those being there. Oh well, we've got witch's gear now. That looks nice. Witch Beatrice is a summon who you can call in for the Moonlight Butterfly and the Four Kings fight, so maybe that just showed up because we've beaten the Four Kings. Either way, we've got an undead dragon to kill. So the easy way to kill this undead dragon is just fill it with arrows. Let's see how much damage we can do though, with the hard way. God, look at that health. Goop. Goop, run away from the goop. Yeah, this is the trouble with this guy. You'll just goop everywhere. And then, what exactly are you supposed to do? Well, the only sensible option, probably, is to pull out the old bow. So let's see, how much damage are we doing here? 44. I don't know if this guy can be poisoned, so I didn't bother bringing any poison arrows along, because... yeah. Maybe we'll try an old hit and run again, see if we can't. No. Get a swing in. Oh, is that a fat roll? Yeah, putting on the bow has made us fat roll. That's unfortunate. What if we just roll through the poison? And then, yeah, we take all the damage. Yeah, that's why you don't mess around with this guy. And eventually, after much firing, we get another dragon scale. We can now pick up this final item of loot without getting molested. It's a Dragon Crest shield. Pretty good fire defense shield. Not as good as our +5 Black Knight one though. But that's pretty cool. And if we were to carry on in this direction, I believe that these drakes up here are the only respawning creatures in the game that can drop dragon scales. And we're going to head to the Darkroot bonfire, so we may as well just kill a couple of them on our way. Just in case we get super lucky. No luck today.
Banner.
To the bonfire. We've finished our general faffing around and we're now going to head to the area in the game where we can find quite a few dragon scales. So we find ourselves back once again in glorious Blighttown. And here's a friend. Hello, Shiva.
Again. Strange to meet away from the clan and the forest. But while you are here, how about some equipment?
That
I
seems
love
like
collecting
a
these
lovely
things,
idea.
But I can only keep so many. And you know, you are a friend.
Oh, we can learn a gesture. Look skyward. Nice. I didn't even know he had a gesture. Now, what are you two up to? I'm trying to engage in some shopping here, thank you.
We meet. I have the.
What have we got? Flamberge, Stone Great Sword. Bunch of swords. Demon's Great Axe, you say? 46 strength. We've almost got 46 strength. That seems pretty cool. Maybe we'll come back for that. And then there's a claw and a demon's spear. So yeah, Shiva sells some pretty rare items down here. And his invisible buddy, as ever, just hovering around, just in case. And it's tree time once again. We're back in the old hollow. We're going to make our way to the bottom. And it's going to be spiffing. So, there is an item somewhere down there, isn't there? There it is. Can we just... No, we can't. That seemed too easy. Although we did get close, by the look of it. Where are we? So if we drop from up here... we make it. Sweet. What are you, mysterious treasure? Chloranthy ring. That's actually not bad. Increases your stamina regen. but we don't really have a lot of use for that at this stage, so we'll just work our way down further. Oops. Oops. Oh, come on, that wasn't even that big a drop. Oh, and there's that ladder. Cool. It's a long one. But sweet, I think we found the quick way down to the base. That's lovely. Less lovely is that there's probably more basilisks around. Offsetting that horribleness though is the fact that we do have purging stone, so it's not the end of the world if we get cursed once again. So, we need a safe way down. There's holes in the floor. It's tricky. Stop jumping on my head. I mean, I suppose it's better than getting cursed again, but that doesn't look pleasant. There is a ladder down though somewhere, isn't there? Unless we can get a jump attack on a basilisk, then it might have to be finding where that ladder was hanging out. There it is. Right, so this is as deep as we got last time, I believe. Right, that's a good start. That's another one down. There's one over here. Lovely, and there was a fourth one. Where's the fourth one? There it is. Sweet. And then a handy dandy corpse showing us the path further down. Grand. Mushroom. These are tough mushroom. But now they're dead. That does have a tendency though to annoy the bigger mushrooms. So when we get down there now, we'll probably have big mushrooms trying to punch our face off. How do we get to that? Do we just take a flying leap? Well, I think we missed it. We got more mushies. Yeah, there's probably no way we're getting back up to that. Probably wasn't important. Little mushy guys. They come and say hello. They're not very good. Oh. And here come the big pappers. They are going to try and wreck our shit for killing all their children. Which is understandable, to be fair. But we're just going to run away from them, which is also understandable, I believe. Oh god, there's another one. Oh, Jesus Christ, they pack a punch. Hole. Run in the hole. Run in the hole. Fog door? Have we made it to the new area that lies below the Great Hollow? We might have done. Ash Lake. Entirely optional. Very beautiful. Quite deadly. So let's have a little looky-loo. We did see a bonfire just over there, which would be most welcome. Especially if we can get to it before anyone ruins our day. And we can. So yeah, you'll remember we saw those that blue area with the trees and whatnot for the Tomb of the Giants. That was this. So there's a giant tree just poking down into the very base of the world. Other giant trees as well. So is the whole world built on these giant trees? Is it a sort of Norse god situation? Hard to say. Maybe this Hydra knows.
Oh dear.
What can you tell us, friend? Anything? Anything exciting? Or are you just gonna gob at us? Come on. Don't do that. Give me a head smash. How am I supposed to take you out without head smashes? There we go. Oh god, it's taking a few hits to knock your heads off by the look. But that's fine. You're just a mess of necks at this point, so I can just swing wildly and I'm bound to take out something. When the bloody mess clears. That's another one down, good. Oh no, I got a hit, good. Half health already. Big Aggie's doing the work. Maybe we do need the shield. Oops. Oh, pish.
Again? Seriously?
Didn't mean to put power within on. May as well take advantage of it, but we can't if we keep missing. Ah, this bloody stagger on these missed swings is killing me. This is the trouble with being an Axeman, but this is our destiny, so be it. That was a hit. And that was the last hit. Grand. 2 more dragon scales. This is spiffing. And now we get to explore Ash Lake in relative peace, because that's the main threat out of the way. I don't even know what's down here, really, aside from the fact there's about 3 more dragon scales. That's nice, that's one. There's a big hollow tree over there by the look. I'm pretty sure that's a location that we can find another one in. Handy dandy bit of loot down here as well. What do we find? Another dragon scale. Sweet. Crab things. The surprisingly deadly crab thing. It's a big old skull. Right, what you got for us, crab thing? Maybe you're not so bad after all. I think you might be one of those enemies that hits really hard if they hit. But hopefully they don't hit. Charming. So let's see what lies up here. It's going to be something, obviously, from the look of this path. There's a basilisk. That's enough out of you. And that means there's treasure in here, obviously. Or is it just more basilisks? And mushrooms? Oh wait, that... Is this... No, this is a different area. This isn't where we came in. It can't be because we killed all the basilisks. Oh, fuck off. I totally hit you. Son of a bitch. Thankfully, one of the things we picked up on our little trip to the asylum was some purging stones. And we're no longer cursed. Grand. Maybe we should try luring all these basilisks out onto this branch, because we dealt with this first one nice and easily. Oops. What an idiot. I rolled to get that guy off my ankles. He was not causing any problems there. He was absolutely fine. I just rolled to get him off my ankles. And now we've got to do that corpse run again. Maybe this time we'll move on to the other end of Ash Lake. Because I'm pretty sure there is a second bonfire over there. So we might approach that tree from the other end. It might be a shorter run. So there's our tree. Let's head on down. Across this wispy bit of sand. Do you want some? You look like you want some. You're not very fast though, so I can stay behind you pretty easily. Oof, that's a big hit. Yeah, you've got some moves, I guess. You just got no mobility. Not quite sure how you'd end up getting a beach that just twists and turns like this. Doesn't seem like a naturally forming thing, but I guess we're in a universe full of magic. Magic will sometimes favour aesthetics over practicality. It's all good. And here we go. The second bonfire. And a big dragon guy. I believe this is a warpable bonfire. Does it show up in the list? It might not show up in the list because we're sat at it. But yeah, this guy is the Covenant leader for the Path of the Dragon Covenant, which is a PvP thing. It's got a tail. So, yeah, you can lock that off. Doesn't really bother him at all, but it does get you a Dragon Greatsword, which is kind of cool. So, that I believe means there's nothing else to do down here except for that tree with all those bastards in it. And I'm pretty sure there's another dragon scale in there waiting for us. So let's go see what we can do. Lovely. Now piss off. There we go. So yeah, what was the plan? The plan was to lure them back out onto this awful rickety branch, I think. I don't know if that's a great plan. One down. We'll let that one do its thing. Is he going to scuttle up? He is. Two down. There we go. That's all we needed to do. Is just be a bit sensible about things. Now, how do you get that though? These things. They're big and strong. We don't like them. Because when they hit, you absolutely feel it. And then is he going for a follow-up swing? No. Sometimes they go for a follow-up, sometimes they don't. And it's a pain in the bag. Dead. Now, we've got a path out there. So you drop down onto it from above by the look.
One eternity later.
No, there's definitely a hole up there. So you come out of that hole by the look of it. And then you can drop down and grab it. So where is that hole? Try fall. I got nothing to lose. Come on, Bazza. Unless we fall this side. Well, let's fall that side. And there is a little nubbin down here. There we go. And that leads up. Thank you, mysterious message. You're the best. And it's not even a bloody dragon scale, it's just a freaking miracle.
For fuck's sake!
Well, don't I feel silly. But yeah, that's broadly it for the old Ash Lake area. It's not a big area, it's somewhere you don't need to visit at all unless you're joining the Dragon Covenant or just generally gathering dragon scales. But it's interesting how the developers decided to put the Great Hollow and Ash Lake behind a couple of hidden doors, knowing that most players would never actually see it unless they chatted with other players and discovered it and learned the secrets. Because that's one of the big reasons why Dark Souls obscures a lot of its information, is because the devs wanted us all to get together and chat about it and try and work things out. Generally interact, even if we're mostly playing a single player game. That's pretty cool, I think. Pretty cool. Ooh, loot. Ooh, Twinkling's High at Night. Didn't know you dropped that, my friend. So that's it for this little diversion, I think. We should probably try and make some progress towards another of the Lord Souls now. Are we going to go Dukes or are we going to go Izalith? Let's think. Let's go down into the fires.